Welcome to BWTM Sports. We'll be with you in a moment as we get ready for Wilder versus Ortiz 2 for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Stay tuned. If you're watching this on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or on YouTube, get ready for Wilder versus Ortiz 2 on BWTM Sports live audio commentary. So we're just getting ready for Wilder versus Ortiz 2. Bear with us. We'll be with you in a moment. So here we have it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. Versus Ortiz 2 for WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. And here we go. Luis King Kong Ortiz. Everyone's been talking about this fight. Well, the most important thing people are talking about this fight is that it's okay. Last 5 fights he fought against Hammer. March the 2nd, 2019, then December the 1st, 2018, then July the 28th, 2018, then March the 3rd, 2018, and then March the 8th, 2017. So the last time he fought Deontay Wilder was March the 3rd, 2018, and in March 2019, last time he fought, and that was against Christian Hammer. Let's make sure we get this up. You all. Let's get you out of the room. Highly disrespectful. Don't need you in the room. Remove. Oh, you're out of the room for the night. Right. So we just seen Floyd Mayweather walking to the ring, saying that he's coming out of retirement in 2020. But who cares? This is about Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Why are we watching stuff on Floyd Mayweather? Who cares? So yeah, we're just watching Luis Ortiz just warming up here in a white, kind of like top on, black and white, Fashion Nova he's got here with snack, hooded top. Looks ready to go, Luis Ortiz. Just waiting. They're just waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for. What time is it now? Yeah, it's a bit sad, really, that we have to see Floyd coming to to deflect from Wilder. That's not right at all. Why he would do that? Quite poor, really. I'm sure Floyd wouldn't have appreciated it during his career, his main career. Somebody walking through the ring, but I guess he was the biggest star in boxing. So there you go. They're showing clips of Luis Ortiz. See, a lot of people look at this fight, and the first fight, I told you that Ortiz would get knocked up by Deontay Wilder. I said it. Ortiz is probably about 50 years old now. The fact of the matter is this. When you really look at this fight back, the main reason why people are talking about this fight is that one round. But people forget, before that one round, Luis Ortiz was on his backside. He'd been dropped by Wilder hard in round 5. So, so people are running this fight has been run back because of that 8th round. And that's the only reason why. And that's because Wilder got his distance wrong. And Luis Ortiz capitalised. But I knew Ortiz did give Wilder a good fight. I'm not saying that. But ultimately, you saw what happened. Here comes Luis Ortiz again. Making his little jog now to the ring. Yeah. Me personally, I mean, he still is. I know people are talking about his age, but I will say this much: he still is considered the most dangerous heavyweight in the world. Despite a lot of people saying, "Well, Luis Ortiz is an old man," and I'm saying it right here, he's an old man, and he's older. He hasn't fought since March, so now we're in November. That can't be good for an aging man. We say people say, "Oh, he's gotten lighter and he's in shape." Okay, well, he was in shape the first fight. I can't believe a guy that's almost 50, or if he's 50, right, is going to be in better shape a second time round than he was the first time. I just find it very difficult to believe that you can be better than you were the first time around. I just think at this age, you would just be using your experience. Wilder, however, I believe will be better in this second fight. Confidence, fought more regularly, and has put on some good performances as well. It's a guy I think is getting better as a champion. So we'll see. Deontay Wilder coming to the ring again. Kind of looks like a cross between uh, that monster that fought in the Batman versus Superman. He kind of looks a cross between that and, well, at least, yeah, he does look a bit like that, really. Malik Scott there in the background there. And Deontay Wilder, brother, getting knocked out yet again. Can't be very good. Watching your brother getting knocked out can't be good for your psyche. But I guess that's the only time. I don't know. I personally, if my brother's been knocked out before, I personally want to be watching him on a fight. Another big fight for me to watch my brother get knocked out again live. I feel a bit uncomfortable with it. So Wilder making his way to the ring. Slowly waking way to the ring. Whole face covered now. Before it was just that the mouth would be covered. Now it's covered the whole face over with a different kind of looking mask. It's got a mask with a crown on. So okay, fair enough. Looks like a gladiator from the olden times being brought to the ring. We're the heavyweight champion of the world. I've dubbed him the most electrifying man in boxing today. There is nobody that hits as hard as Deontay Wilder. Nobody. Nobody. This man has got one punch knockout power. Genuinely. Yeah, people talked about Ortiz losing weight and everything. Well, the thing about that is he's losing weight and he's an older man. I just wonder how much of all that hard workout and training is going to affect him once Deontay hits him on the chin. We saw what happened the last time Deontay Wilder fought this guy. Wilder just raising his hands to the crowd, bouncing back and forth, puts one leg over, another leg over, and he's in the ring. The heavyweight champion of the world has arrived. One thing that is interesting in this rematch for me is Wilder's mindset. He knows there's nothing to wind him up. Like with Fury, there was something to wind him up there. With Brazil, it was bad news or bad blood between the two of them. With Stavern, it was bad blood between them. This fight now with Ortiz, he's already said, he's got a soft spot for Ortiz because of his, his daughter has got health condition challenges, and so has his daughter. So Ortiz's daughter and his daughter have both got health challenges, and that's kind of why they feel a sort of connection as fathers. So how Wilder takes this for the rematch will be interesting. I think they're actually good friends. So I'd like to see how he goes about his business tonight. So the judges are Cheek, Moretti and Weisfield. Okay. There we go. Just seeing Wilder getting some water before the fight. So really and truly for me, this fight is happening because of the 8th round. That's it, really. The 8th round. Okay, the challenger, 6'4", 236 pounds. 31 fights and 1 defeat with 26 KOs. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Luis King Kong Ortiz. So, Ancient Ortiz is ready. Wilder's got to jump on Ancient Ortiz early. He's got the bones to be creaking around that ring. And Wilder's got to get out there and hit him early. It's got to be a fast start from Wilder. Hit Ortiz early because we know when Wilder lands, Ortiz has had an allergic reaction before. And now, the champion with a record of 41-0 with 1 draw, making his 10th defense of the heavyweight championship of the world from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. This is it, the rematch we know that Wilder, should he come through this fight, has Tyson Fury next. And I think Wilder should be given credit for taking this rematch against Luis Ortiz. Yes, I know I'm saying he's old, but no other heavyweight in the world. Kenny Bayless, one of the best referees around in the world today. I know Kenny Bayless has got a lot of stick from some supporters because they think that Kenny Bayless has done a lot of protecting of Floyd, who's Floyd's favourite referee. But here we go. They say Ortiz is 40. Don't believe that. Ortiz is near 50. 6'7" versus 6'4", 219 or 220 versus 236, 83 inch for Wilder, 78 for Luis Ortiz inches, 41-0 versus 31-1. Here we go for the heavyweight championship of the world. Repeat or revenge? I believe Wilder wins by knockout. I've said it before, sensational knockout. Let's go. And this is round 13. Wilder, Ortiz 2. Ortiz from the southpaw, Wilder from the orthodox stance, just pouring the left jab. What will Wilder do in this rematch differently? Ortiz backing Wilder to the ropes, just using the jab. Wilder must learn from the mistakes of the first fight. Is Ortiz going to be sharp enough for this rematch? He hasn't fought since March. Wilder coming off that devastating knockout of Dominic Brazil. For Ortiz, he's got to make sure Wilder doesn't... Ortiz doesn't allow Wilder to get on the bow and arrow, which bow and arrow means that he gets the jab out and then uses that rocket-like right hand through the middle. He can't afford that to happen. Ortiz using the jab nicely. Backing Wilder. That was a good shot there, Ortiz. That was a good shot there from Luis Ortiz. A very good shot there. Wilder has to be careful. Like I said before, the only reason why Luis Ortiz should win this rematch is by Wilder making mistakes. But that was a good left hand there early from Ortiz. Again, Luis Ortiz looks sharp. Wilder needs to be careful tonight. Ortiz has started off with some sharp combination. I said to Wilder, for Wilder's fight, he's got to be throwing more feints. He's got to feint more with Luis Ortiz. Is that a cut over Ortiz? It looks like, is that a cut? Is it a cut? Is Ortiz cut already? Oh no. I can't quite see if he is cut. Yep, Ortiz is cut. It looks like Ortiz is cut. I don't like the way that Wilder's getting caught with that left hand by Ortiz. Ortiz closing the range now a little quicker this time round. Wilder's got to be careful. Looked like Ortiz was cut. Maybe it's the angle. Is he cut? Let me see. Can't see anything yet. Looked like he was cut, but I couldn't tell because of the angle. But I think Ortiz won that first round. The left hand did get Wilder's attention. He really doesn't want to get hit too often with them left hands by Ortiz, that's for sure. It looked like he was cut, but I'm not sure. There's that left hand that catches Wilder there. So Really good shot there from Luis Ortiz. Look at it again. Bang, there you go. There are many heavyweights in the world would have fallen over that left hand there. But Wilder took it. Thought Ortiz looked like he was cut, but maybe it was just my imagination. This is round 2 now. So I gave Luis Ortiz the first round. Wilder, legs wide apart, pouring with the jab. He's got to stop pouring the jab. He's got to feint more. So the feint would be to make it look like he's going to throw the jab. But Wilder's pouring with the jab. Pouring with the jab. Like a rangefinder. Just pouring with the jab, Wilder. We haven't seen the right hand yet from Wilder. Wilder usually uses the jab as kind of like a rangefinder. There's the first right hand from Wilder. We'll see what happens when Wilder lands his first big right hand. How Ortiz responds to that. I don't like the way Wilder started his fight. He started this fight with allowed Ortiz to be the aggressor. Allowed Ortiz to come forward to him. You know, I thought Wilder would kind of put the pressure on Ortiz early, take the fight to Ortiz. Doesn't want to fight at Ortiz's pace. He needs to put the pressure on Ortiz. Make Ortiz have to fight. For the first 3 rounds, Ortiz will be dangerous. But I guess they're saying now he's fitter. We'll see. What happens when Wilder catches him with the right hand? That's what I want to know. We'll see how fit Ortiz is then. Double jab, straight left from Ortiz. Tentative start from Wilder. Very tentative. Ortiz is doing the right thing so far. And Wilder mustn't have his back against the ropes like that. And here comes Ortiz. Wilder cannot square himself up against the ropes because Ortiz, that's where he's most dangerous with the left hand. Wilder yet to throw a meaningful right hand yet. He's just waiting for the opportunity for Ortiz to drop his own left hand or drop his right hand, and then he'll explode with a right hand. End of the round. Still can't tell if Ortiz was cut or not. 2 rounds and 2 rounds to Luis Ortiz. Trainer Jay Diaz and Mark Breland in the corner there. Again, I can't really say much apart from the fact that Luis Ortiz has won the first 2 rounds. Wilder very much, he kind of reminds me of the way he is fighting against Gerald Washington, where he kind of let Gerald Washington do his thing for 3 rounds, and then the 4th round said, right, now you can have it, and he let the right hand go, and well, the rest is history. So I don't know if Wilder's just waiting to time. I would think he's just waiting to time Ortiz. Waiting for Ortiz to drop the guard. So, like I said, the most electrifying man in world boxing today. Because of that right hand and what it has done to previous opponents. So Ortiz needs to be careful when he's coming forward a while. He's got his hands up, which is nice. Nice and tight there, Ortiz behind his southpaw stance. Trying to double right jab, left, Wilder digs one to the body from the left hand. Again, Ortiz trying to walk Wilder to the ropes Wilder needs to keep away from the ropes. That's where Ortiz is a specialist. Put your back against ropes and then let left hands go. Like to see Wilder. I don't like the way Wilder kind of pulls back and leaves his chin in the air. It's always been a problem for me when I look at Wilder. He pulls straight back, leaves his chin in the air, and pretty vulnerable because if you step in, there's not a lot he can do. Straight right hand from Wilder there. No power on it, but he found a home for it. We know what happens when Wilder lands that straight right hand on Ortiz from the first fight. Wilder tucking at us better. Wilder saying, come to me. Beats his chest. Double jab from Wilder there. Nice. Again, a lot of it is they're looking at one another, sizing one another up. Ortiz has been the guy more willing to make something happen. Wilder spent a lot of the time just looking at Ortiz. Using a rangefinder and just looking at Ortiz. Big left hand there from Ortiz. Wilder catches it. Is Wilder starting to time Ortiz now or not? Again, Wilder not throwing the right hand. Remembering this from the Gerald Washington fight. He's just looking at Ortiz. Straight left hand there from Ortiz. Wilder watching. We're in round 3. 20 seconds to go. Again, we're just watching. Watching, just popping the jab, Wilder. Again, straight left hand. Again, another straight left hand. You can see Wilder getting closer to throw that big right hand, but nothing yet. 3 rounds gone. Wilder back to the corner. So, not much to really comment on. The first 3 rounds, Ortiz has dominated. You know, straight left hands through the middle. Wilder's either blocked or got hit with a straight left hand. He's just stayed on the outside, like I said, like the Gerald Washington fight. Let's see what happens in round 4. Let's see what happens in round 4 for Wilder versus Ortiz 2. So this is the round I would think from round 4 onwards we might start to see the right hand of Wilder. If I'm basing it on the Gerald Washington fight, of course Gerald Washington and Ortiz are 2 different fighters, but I think it's 3 rounds for him to actually get to see what Ortiz is all about. This is round 4. Again, the most explosive puncher in world heavyweight boxing, or in world boxing period, hasn't even thrown his big punch right hand yet. And it's tentative with the jab. This is round 4. Against the bogeyman of the division, Luis Ortiz. Wilder yet to land anything on Ortiz. Ortiz has had it more or less his own way. Oh, Lord. Again, big left hand. And again, another left hand. Wilder smiling. Is Wilder seeing the left hand of Ortiz before he throws it? That's the question. Obviously, it seems like he is. King Kong's throwing his best shot so far. Wilder's better to see. Oh, again. Wilder looked to throw the right hand for the first time. And here comes Ortiz again. Wilder says, come on. Ortiz is coming forward and he's landing cleanly on Wilder. This is a good round for Ortiz. Wilder beats his chest, says, come on, come on. You see, Ortiz is coming into danger zone now. where he gets a little excited, gets closer, gets greedy, and then Wilder nailed him. That's how he nailed him the first time round in the first fight. Fighting Wilder's like a time bomb, you know, little ticking time bombs in your minds. You make the wrong step. You step on the mine, tick, 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 boom. That's when the right hand comes through. He hasn't landed it yet. Seems like Wilder is he seems like Wilder's boxing to some sort of instruction. I don't know what the instruction is. Negotiate Ortiz for 3-4 rounds. He's got 4 rounds in him. I don't know. But at the moment, Ortiz is well ahead. For me, 4 rounds up. We haven't seen the right hand yet of Wilder, but I just feel it's coming. There's the right hand for the first time. What Ortiz blocked it was like a straight left hand there. Into the round. So Wilder threw a right hand. It wasn't a straight right hand. It was more of a cuffing right hand. Let's see this left hand. Oh, Wilder just turned away from it. He turned away from the other shot as well. One thing Wilder's got here, Ortiz trying to shoot the left hand over the top. Wilder's blocked most of those shots. So is he seeing the left hand? I think he is seeing the left hand, Wilder. Yeah, so far so good for Luis Ortiz. There's the right hand there, he threw it. And Ortiz blocked it. It wasn't a straight right hand. It was more like a roundhouse right hand. And Ortiz blocked it. Wilder yet to land the right hand that we know so far. Round 5. Ortiz is doing the business so far. All 4 rounds to Ortiz. This is round 5. Another left hand. I mean, Wilder is seeing left hand, I agree, but he's got to do something else now, and unless he believes, he's got every reason to believe he can knock Ortiz out. He's done it before with that right hand, but you mustn't let Ortiz get too much confidence in the fight. Ortiz controlling the fight so far. So far, Wilder's been at old man at the moment. At the moment. But tick, tick, boom. Wait for it. And the gas tank of Luis Ortiz. There's the first straight left hand. There we go. First right hand. That's the first right hand Ortiz got hit with there. The first clean right hand Ortiz took. And when the hands start to come down from Luis Ortiz, that's when Wilder starts to land the straight right hand. Because Wilder is, for the most part, is catching Ortiz's left hand. See, now he's trying to land a big left hand. Wilder slipped out the way of it. So he's seeing the left hand all right, for the most part. Wilder just pulling back from the big left hands of Ortiz. So for the most part, Wilder's either blocking the straight left hand, or slipping it, or riding it. He is waiting for Ortiz to just drop his hands a little more. Wilder's got to keep away from that corner. Left hand again, Wilder blocking shots. Looking to get himself in range against Ortiz. Again, here we go. Tried the left hand there, the right hand there, Wilder. I think he saw an opening. Wilder coming forward a little bit more now. He's not willing to come forward a little bit more. He's looking for that right hand more now. Does he sense Ortiz slowing a little bit here in round 5? Oh, it's starting to line up now, Wilder. Good left hand there at the end of the round. So, okay. Wilder shakes his head. Not shakes his head, well, he nods his head really to say, okay, cool. Best knockout percentage in heavyweight history. Wilder, 95%, 40 KOs of 42 fights. After that was Marciano, 43 fights, 43 KOs, 49 fights. Then Vladimir Klitschko, 41 KOs, 47 fights. George Foreman, 69 KOs and 81 fights. And then Mike Tyson, 44 KOs, 58 fights. So, in history, historically, Deontay Wilder is the biggest puncher, or biggest knockout ratio in world boxing in terms of fights to knockouts. 42 fights, 42 fights, 40 KOs. He's knocked down every man he has fought. But I sensed Wilder was getting close in that last round, round 6. A fight that Luis Ortiz has been allowed to do more or less what he wants to do. He's been able to throw the left hand. I've not seen anything different from Luis Ortiz now. He's doing the same thing he was doing from round 1. Let's see if he can do anything different to Wilder. Here comes again, another left hand from Luis Ortiz. Jab from Wilder. Wilder looking to line up that right hand now. Just looks like he is. The 6 rounds gone. Well, this is the 6th round, may I say. And it has been all Luis Ortiz at the moment. I don't know if Ortiz has nullified Wilder's right hand by the way he's boxing, or Wilder is just taking his time to throw the right hand, picking his moments, which he does. Again, Ortiz. Just looking, for the most part, they're looking at one another. If you don't hear me talk, they're just looking at one another. Still looking, still looking, still looking. Still looking. Jab from Wilder. Double jab from Wilder. Wilder's looking forward to the Ortiz left hand. He's just waiting for it. Jab from Wilder. He's taking his time, Wilder. Left hand from Wilder, just a jab there. Walking Ortiz back to the rope. Walking Ortiz back. And then Ortiz tries to explode with a 3-punch combination. Wilder blocks all of that. So for the most part, Wilder's blocked all the majority of the big left hands he's blocked of Ortiz. So Ortiz slowing down now. Again, Wilder's popping the jab. Again, we've not seen the right hand released yet properly. End of the round. Wilder back to the corner. Just a left hand again. And again. Onto the body. And over the top, the left hand. All night long, that left hand has been finding Wilder. That's true. But again, we still don't know. We've seen Ortiz get hit Wilder with a number of left hands tonight. I just wonder if Wilder were to hit Ortiz with them same number of punches with the right hand, whether Ortiz would still be standing. Here we go. This is round 7. I think it's as long as I've seen Wilder not throw a big right hand in a fight. Round 7. So Ortiz tried a straight left hand. Good, hard left hand to the body from Wilder. Oh, good left hand there from Ortiz. Wilder took it. Left hand over the top from Ortiz again. Wilder tried to throw a right hand there. And Ortiz slipped it and came back with his own. Ortiz boxing very well tonight. Again, left hand there from Ortiz. Ortiz is winning this fight. You look at the first fight to the second fight, you have to say that Wilder did better in the first fight than he's doing in the second fight. Defensively, I think Wilder's doing all right. He's blocking some of the left hands. He's still getting caught with the left hand. He hasn't thrown the right hand yet. Well, he threw it now a couple of times now. Ortiz has slipped it or got out of the way of it. Fair play to Luis Ortiz so far. But nothing's landed cleanly on him. So that's down to, oh, big right hand there. And Ortiz says, first right hand. Another right hand from Deontay Wilder there. Finding the right, looking for the right hand there. I don't like the way Wilder's throwing that right hand with his chin in the air. But he knows what he's doing. 40 of the 42 fights he's had have ended by KO. So he knows what he's doing with that right hand. Nice left hand to the body again. Oh, nice combination there from Luis Ortiz. Another combination there from Luis Ortiz with the left hand. Wilder back against the ropes. He catches the left hand. Ortiz in danger zone. There he goes. Down goes Ortiz. Down goes Ortiz. Told you, right hand. Now how does he respond to it? All that fitness training. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does with that fitness training. Let's see that fitness all over. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? All you people telling me about Luis Ortiz and the fitness training and he looks slimmer and this and that. One right hand, fight done. There you go. There you go, the right hand. I said it, setting it up, waiting for it. One right hand, good night. All the fitness Luis Ortiz, I told you all. I told you all around the world. Yeah, listen to me. I said, let's see what happens when Luis Ortiz gets hit with a right hand. Oh, Luis Ortiz, he's fitter. Luis Ortiz, he's got a nice hairdo. Luis Ortiz, he's in the best shape of his career. I said, how can a man be in better shape than he was the first time round? At 50 years old, I don't get it. But you all believed in the hype. I said, let's see what happens when Wilder hits Ortiz with a right hand. And I told you before, when we were talking about the fight the first time round, I told you in the beginning of this fight, everyone talked about that 8th round, but you forget that Ortiz got dropped before that. So, there you go. One punch KO power. Mr. Fury, you're up next. And that's what's going to happen to Fury as well. See, the first time round they fought, Ortiz got back up. This time round, when Wilder hits Fury, it's going to be a different situation altogether. I'm telling you. One big shot. That's it. Is that Fury or not? He's talking to somebody, Wilder, in the audience. Is Fury in the audience? Well, that's his daughter. And still, the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. That's why I call him the most electrifying man in world boxing. Did hardly nothing. Hardly nothing. Well, almost absolutely nothing he was doing. Just pulling with a jab, allowing Luis Ortiz to throw the left hand. Luis Ortiz landed some good left hands on Wilder. But then you saw the power. And that was that. One right hand. Yeah, it's his daughter. So there you go. Let's see it again. One right hand. Boom. There we go. Look at Ortiz. There you go. There's a nightcap for you, yeah. Night nurse. Have some night nurse, Lewis. Yeah. Have some night nurse. Have some night. Bang. There we go. Beautiful. Through the middle. That's night nurse for you. It's night night. Night night, Grandpa. Boom. There we go. Look at the face. Look at the face. What was that? What was that? I didn't expect that on the beach. I didn't get hit like that in training. They didn't tell me this was what was going to happen in a rematch. Oh, they told me it was just an exhibition match. There was nothing in this contract that says he's going to hit me like that. No. I said to everybody, for Luis Ortiz's career, where did he fight a big puncher to suggest that he was going to be that day? Look. I bet you now everybody's going to want to fight Luis Ortiz now because of that right hand. Nobody will give credit to Wilder for taking the big punches from Luis Ortiz, by the way, because he was getting caught with some big left hands. And you got to give Wilder credit as well for this fight. Not only was he taking the left hands, he was blocking the left hands. So, beautiful shot. Lennox Lewis, obviously in commentary, going, wow. Nice straight right hand. The answer to a southpaw. Beautiful right hand. One right hand, that was it. So, all those people are hoping for Wilder to get beat. Well, it didn't happen. And why was it going to happen? And why was Luis Ortiz going to be better in this rematch? Yeah, listen, you can dye your hair. You can get a new hairdo. You can go in the gym. You can go to Weight Watchers. But that does not prepare you to fight Deontay Wilder. He wasn't prepared the first time to fight Deontay Wilder. And Christian Hammer does not prepare you for a rematch against Deontay Wilder. I'm sorry. So once again, congratulations, Deontay Wilder, for your 10th consecutive defense of the heavyweight championship of the world. 42-0, 41 by KO, and still the heavyweight champion of the world.
That's the last time I'm going to make you do that tonight. Congratulations to you, Deontay. I know how much you wanted to prove that you are the baddest man on the planet. It has been decades. since we have seen a heavyweight do the things that you've done inside this ring. It's been since the times of Tyson, Lennox Lewis. What does it mean to you to finally be able to say, and do you feel like you're finally starting to chip away at those critics?
First off, like I always say, if you give God the glory, he'll give you the victory. And you've seen that tonight. He gave me the victory. Second, I'd like to thank my whole team. I'd like to thank Fox for an amazing job you guys did with promoting the fight and putting on the fight for these people. Second, I'd like to thank everyone up in here. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. You guys are fucking amazing.
This fight, you took on a man who came in very game, very ready, in shape, no excuses. You both were healthy. I know you have a lot of respect for Luis Ortiz, but what did you see in that moment? You've said to me that you knew his body language from the last fight. Take us through what you saw that led to that big right hand.
Well, with Ortiz, you can see why no other heavyweight wants to fight him. He's very crafty in the ring. He moves strategically, and his intellect is very high up in the ring. So I had to play around with him. I had to calculate certain moves. I had to measure him in certain places. And
what places were you measuring him specifically?
You know, in and out. I was in and out. Sometimes I'll back on my back feet. Some say I can't fight on my back feet, but that's my specialty. You know, and I had to go back. I had to go forward. Had to go back and go forward. You know, different tactics. You know, my intellect is very high in the ring, although I don't get no credit for it. But you know, I had to go in. I had to go out. You know, I had to throw the right hand a couple of times to see how
left hook.
And I finally found my measurement. You know, and I took the shot. I seen the shot and I took it. You know, I think I heard him one time where I buzzed him a little bit with the left hook. That was the start of it, and then I took my approach from there. But Ortiz is one of the best in the world. You got to give him that. That's why I gave him the second opportunity, so he can feed his family and his beautiful daughter as well. He have his beautiful wife in the audience, and I just want to tell them thank you so much for allowing Ortiz to come in the ring and share his energy with me and display such an amazing talent. Hopefully, the other heavyweights in the division, I see a lot of them in the audience, get this man an opportunity. He's one of the best.
Who would you like next? There's obviously the rumors of Tyson Fury. We've got another big heavyweight bout coming up with Andy Ruiz and, of course, Anthony Joshua. Who do you want to face next?
Well, my next, of course, we have Tyson Fury to rematch next.
When and where? Can you tell us when that's going to be?
Well, the schedule is set to be done in February, so we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I'm looking for a unification bout. I want one champion, one face, one name, and he go by the name of DEONTAY Wilder. The heavyweight division is too small to have so many belts lingering around. There should just be one champion. It's too confusing for the fans, you know, and I think I'm the perfect man for that job.
Congratulations to you, DEONTAY, your 10th consecutive defense of the WBC heavyweight title. You now tied Muhammad Ali with that number. Congratulations. Let's get it. I got to get it over to Jordan Clamp. Last word.
Last word. Thank you again, fans. And let's get a Bomb Squad again, baby. 1, 2, 3. Bomb Squad.
Well, I wasn't going to make you do it twice, but you did it on your own. All right, let's send it over to Jordan Clamp.
The electricity.
Heidi, thank you
DEONTAY Wilder.
You're over here saying, oh my gosh, you're upset, you're frustrated. You were having success in the early rounds. You were landing that left. You were hurting him at some points. But did you even see that right hand coming that he landed?
Tuviste éxito en los primeros rounds, Luis. ¿Qué fue lo que pasó al final? ¿Viste la derecha?
Boxeo, yo dije que entre Wilder y yo no iba a terminar en desastre.
Look at that right hand. That's what happened. That's all the fitness training.
This is boxing. I had told everybody that it was either going to be him or me, and you know.
It was you again.
What was going through your mind when the referee was giving you that count?
Estaba pensando cuando el referee se estaba contando.
I'm a granddad. Why are you abusing me? I'm a granddad. Why are you abusing me? That's what he's saying. Hey, I'm a granddad. I was just walking down the street. I was going down the beach.
When he said 7, I was still trying to go get up and everything, but I guess the count was maybe a little quicker than I thought.
Now, Wilder was giving you your credit. He said you are still one of the best heavyweights in the division. You are a tough fight. Where do you go from here?
Wilder te ha dado el crédito con ser uno de los más difíciles que él se ha enfrentado y más difíciles de la división. Ahora, ¿qué hay de nuevo para el señor Ortiz?
Nada, aquí mi manager, dando las gracias a Jaime por la oportunidad, a Mauricio de WBC, a Luis de Cuba Junior, mi promotor Chino Caminante, nada. Yo estoy listo para lo que venga.
No, I'm definitely ready for whatever comes about. I want to give credit to Chino Camineta, my promoter, also Luis de Cuba, Al Heyman, of course, and everybody that came over here to see this fight today.
Well, it's not over for Luis Ortiz. We're looking forward to see you in the future. Great fight that you put up. Brian, back to you.
So there you have it. And still the heavyweight champion of the world. Do I think anyone can beat him? Not fighting the way they're fighting him so far. Let's do a post-fight, I think. Let's just get to do a post-fight for this. Congratulations, Deontay Wilder. Once again, heavyweight champion of the world. Thanks for watching. Post-fight coming up.